fine. My name is Sidra and I'm your host, and this is Connecting the World program. This interview series is supported by Rehan Foundation and Institute of Peace. Today, my guest is Charles. He's from Ghana and he's a CEO of Capfields Engineering and Supply Limited. And I get his contact from Rehan Foundations and I get his number from Rehan Allahwala's profile. So today, my guest from Ghana, and we will know more about him. Hello, hi Charles. How do you do?
I'm good. How are you too?
I'm fine. Charles, welcome to my show. My show is Connecting the World. I'm from Pakistan and you're from Ghana. So this is the social media connecting us, and we just connect and sharing our experiences, thoughts, ideas, knowledge, experiences. So I'm just requesting to you, in this beginning of my show, please share your personal small journey from where you start this Capfield and why you start this. What is the logic behind this?
Great. That's wonderful. From my youthful age, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. So when I finished my senior high school, I decided to go into IT because I'm fan of doing an IT programs. So whilst I was doing the IT program, I was enlisted into a company called Allied Service Security. I was there with them as a security scheduler, assistant to the security administrator. I worked with them for a while, then I moved to a golden mining company called Adapt Restaurants. But because of the CCT in the mining company, we were supervising it to ensure that there's always safety at the workplace. And because it's a gold mining company, thefts were very paramount. So we were always ensuring that everything is in order so that I was in charge of their ID card design and other programs installations. So whilst I was there, the mining company had to start production, and then they wanted to go into, they wanted someone with an IT background who could develop a system for them to operate their company, which is currently called Golden Star Resources, but before it was Westford Goldfields. So the Met manager then talked to the security manager. So they transferred me from the security department to the metallurgical department. In other words, some people call it processing plants. There, I went there as a technical assistant to the Met department. The purpose was to develop their accounting systems software. Initially, we used Access to develop the program. And on the line, I advised them because I felt that a lot of people were not so much into Access, and then we switched on to Excel. So I developed a whole database using Excel for them. So along the line, whilst I was working with them, because I have the mindset of having my own company, I registered a company called Capfields Engineering and Supply Limited. So whilst I was working with a mining company as technical assistant to the MET department, I built my company alongside. But basically, the business line of Capfields was construction, transportation, and general supply. So once I was working with a company, I was trying to look for opportunities where I could build myself alongside. And sometimes I advise people that it is not every business that we start with big capital. You can start from wherever you are, depending on the connections that you create. And then dozers, water bowsers, and other machines. In simply put, earth equipment for the mining company to work. So along the line, I was still working with the mining company. I worked with them while I opened the company, or I established, and within all these 2 years, I was still being paid by the mining companies. Whilst and the project, then I go around inspecting the projects, but then I make sure that on day-to-day basis, they give me reports on what is going on the grounds. I work with them whenever I'm off duty. So that is how Capfield started. So along the line, I realized that I need to add up additional operations because it was construction and general supply. So I saw the opportunity to add a supply aspect to the business. But initially, we only started one aspect of it, the haulage, the construction. So we're with a mining company, working with them as a support services. But mainly, we were doing the construction work for them, the earthworks, trenches, and all that. So when the business got to a certain standard, a certain level, I decided to now go to China and then order goods for other mining companies in terms of equipment, hardwares, and whatever item that is needed. So that's how Capfield started. Along the line, in businesses, you meet a lot of crisis. It's a lot of crisis. Along the line, I opened a microfinance. That microfinance, let me put it a mini bank, let me put it that way. And then I handed that aspect of the operation, and that was called Capfields Investment. So I handed that aspect of operation to other managers because I was not having a financial background, so they were solely responsible for the financial aspect of the operation. So at a point, I had to run Capfields Engineering, whilst other team are running Capfields Investment, which is a financial institution. But I was not the direct manager of it, but then I was the owner of the company because the engineering aspect of the company was building up, was yielding a lot of resources. So there was the need to diversify some of the money coming for another investment. But unfortunately, we had a lot of crisis, and that is where the whole thing happens. When we had a crash with the microfinance, so I had to quickly organize myself, work day in day out, moving up and down, seeking for more content. That branch of the Capfields couldn't survive it. So we folded that company. And then I had to concentrate mainly on Capfields engineering and supply. We add the transportation part to our business operation. So now basically what we do is that we give mining companies equipment and any other item that they require, alongside timber from Ghana to Vietnam and then from Ghana to China. So that's what now Capfields Engineering is doing. So our other aspect of the company was folded because of the challenges that we had, but then we had to continue putting more resources and more energy into the engineering aspect to build up the company. So that is a brief history about how Capfields Engineering and Supply started.
Nice to know about you and your story. That's very amazing. And my next.
I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, I understand, and I really enjoy it. My next question is about your journey, and your journey starting from Ghana to China. So, what is it? What's your experience to migrate from your country to another country, and what's you learned from them?
Can you come up with your question? The network was.
May I repeat my question?
Yes.
My question is, what was your experience when you was traveling Ghana to China?
Good. It was an amazing experience. I think I started traveling to China somewhere 2009. 2009. I traveled to China via Emirates Airline. And then initially when I went, the idea was to go and buy hardware. But when I entered the Chinese market, I saw a whole lot of opportunities. A whole lot of opportunities. Because when I went, I took like a month to go through the market, to familiarize myself with the things that are happening there. And because I noticed that there were particular products a lot of people were always importing to Ghana, which is commonly used in the household. It's called a silver shine. It's a sponge, but a metal sponge. Let me put it that way. It's used for cleaning, especially for steels. So I had to take another decision. So what I did was to purchase the machines that are used for making these silver machines with the raw materials to set up a mini factory for that product. But alongside, because I was having enough money on me, I ordered for sofas and then jacuzzis, a little bit of hardware, and then I started trading alongside the business. I noticed that it was comfortable. Most things were comfortable in China. So what I did was, at a point, I decided to set up another company in China. So after being there for a while, I came down to Ghana and spoke to a friend who, in my initial trip, I met him in China, but then he had returned to Ghana for some reason. So I discussed with him. And then I told him that, look, he's called Richmond. I said, Rich, you've been in China for some time. I think you know the system more than I do. Why don't we work together? So along the line, I had to send him back to China to open an office. But then this time we were not going with Capfields engineering, but then we went with Capfields logistics, because the idea was to help the Ghanaians who comes to China often to source for products and then introduce into the Ghana market. So he was there for some time, but then we had to ask another Chinese lady to partner with her. So at a point, his visa got some issues and he has to come down, and then we handed over all that business to the Chinese lady who partnered with us. Now the company is working there, all right, but it's not under Capfields Logistics any longer. But then that Chinese lady is now established, doing a business which initially was commenced by Capfields Logistics. But altogether, it's been fantastic. During my stays, because during my stay, it helped me build a lot of links with the Chinese. So as we speak, most of my activities, I do involve a lot of Chinese. Now, a lot of Chinese companies, be it a car manufacturing companies, underground equipment manufacturing companies, and many other companies are always trying to link up with me or with us to represent them here in Ghana. But sometimes when all those opportunity comes, you just have to assess your strength to see whether your current strength will support you picking up those partnership deals. So there are a lot of opportunities always come on the table because we've been with them, we've interact with them. I mean, we've built a relationship with them, and so being with them there has been a fantastic experience, and it comes with a lot of opportunities as well. So that's what I can say in a brief.
My next question is, what's 3 things you learned from China and you wish to be apply 3 things in Ghana? What 3 things you feel that Chinese are good, and which 3 things?
Wonderful. If I have my way, in China, their security system is fantastic. Their security system is superb, very unique. Because the moment you enter China, every place you go, you are monitored. Every hotel you sleep, you are covered. So when you enter, you fear not, because you know that whatever situation, whatever happens to you, there's going to be a trace. And I personally think that it is the best thing to control the system. And because security is tight, there is always law and order. So that's one thing I learned about the Chinese. And then they are very hardworking. Very hardworking. One thing I thought of bringing to Ghana, though it is being implemented in Ghana now, but by a different company. When I went to China, I realized their Uber system, they have a name, they call it. So when I came to Ghana, I wanted to introduce that system into our operations. So at a point, I bought some saloon cars, and then I opened another company called Field Lanes Global Limited. The idea was to purely do a transportation system where you can pick a call and call. You can pick a phone and call, and then you'll be picked from your location to your destination. But unfortunately, along the line, we couldn't manage it well, because either someone goes to rob with our car, or our car had a problem. So we realized that there was so much challenges trying to implement that system. So we have to dispose of all the cars and use the company for a different operation. So if I have my way, that would have been the system that I wanted to implement. But now it is being implemented in Ghana. People are calling it Uber, people are calling it boats and all that. But when we started, there wasn't something like Uber and boats in the system. But now it's been taken care of, so that's okay. So these are the few things I thought of bringing into the Ghana business environment.
Last week, Rehan Allahwala posted one post on his Facebook profile. That question was, when Pakistan ministry providing you the facility of select one favorite ministry, so which is your favorite ministry? You put your favorite ministry is Ministry for Work and Housing. Why you choose this ministry? What is the logic behind this? Here is 100+ ministries. People are selecting different ministries: IT, business, education, tick, whatever. But you are selecting very different ministry. Why you are selecting this difficult and unique ministry?
Thank you. I personally have a good heart. Let me put it that way. Because when I see people homeless, I feel very sad. When I see people struggling to get a place to lay down their heads, it's quite troublesome. And this is a ministry, when well taken care of, when the minister in charge does it well, it will ease, or let me put it, to reduce most of the burden on the citizens. I'm saying this in a sense that in this very world, all the toil, all the struggle that we are struggling for, it is what we eat, where we will sleep, and what we wear. These are the basic things every individual needs. So I personally think that if you get what you can eat in a day, and you get a place to sleep, and you get something to wear, that should be enough for you. That is the basic life everyone requires. So I think that among all the ministries, This is a particular ministry that could help the individual citizens and not security. I'm saying this because why must people fear? And why will somebody go and maybe commit a crime? It is because of hardship. But if the person has a job doing, he has a place to sleep, he has a very comfortable life, I think the corruption itself will be very minimal. But in the absence of this, everybody wants to toil, find every necessary means to ensure that he get his own accommodation, he get his own plate of meal in a day, and get something to wear. So within this struggling, getting all these things, this bleeds about the corruption, and this bleeds about all manners of the social vices. So I think that if the Ministry of Work and Housing are able to manage the ministry well, there will be some sort of leverage for every citizen. And that is why I chose that ministry, because when those ministries have to care for humanity, they have to care for humanity, the homeless, the aged, the unemployed, and all many people. And that is the more reason I picked the Ministry for Work and Housing.
I agree. When you are explaining why you choose this ministry, I just realized one thing. If we are discuss about if we are going to be recall the memories, every living thing, every living body, first of all, when he or she or the any like animal, if we are talking about the animal or any bird, if he is existing in this world, he just trying to build their home, nest, cave, or hole to live with them, right? This is very important. If you have your own comfort zone, if you have your own comfort area where you lay egg, where you get back from the work, where you get back from the searching of food as well. So lion has his own home, bird has their own nest. The human is also have their home, because home and house is it's it's a very meditated situation when you are get back from the heavy work hours from the outside or the job or the business. You need the mental relaxation. That's why we built home with according to our reliability, according to our luxuries budget, or according to our availability and how we can manage it. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yes, it's very important. Charles, I'm really impressed. Nobody can bother us that. I'm not thinking like you before knowing about your mission. That's amazing. Last question. What three things you want to change in your life for human, for world, for this existing world from your side?
Can you come up with a question again? You were distorting.
What three things you want to?
The line was distorting. Can you repeat the question?
My question is, what three things you want to gift from you to world, to human?
I only had change.
Yeah, change or gifted, what you want to change from your side for human, or what three things you want to gift it from your side to human, or the humanitarian, or the world, the people who are existing
Great.
in this world.
If I have my way, wonderful.
Sorry?
You have my way. One thing we should remember that there are no two persons the same. I say one thing that we should remember that there are no two persons the same. Everyone is unique in his or her special way. Two people are not equal. Every individual is a special person in a special way, and we can never be equal. But there are certain basic things everybody needs in life. A 3 plates of meal. And a 3 plate of meal give a healthy lifestyle. If I have my way, I will ensure that at least immediately after school or at the age of 20, if you decide not to school again, you should be able to get a work to do. Providing jobs for the people. Because when you're able to do that, you solve the basic needs of many individuals. And then when they have that jobs, then they can earn income. And when they earn those income, then they can do things at their own comfort, things that they cherish most. Because sometimes you might feel that my friend is in need. I want to give him, let's say, a house, or let's say a car. But the car might not be the things he requires at that particular moment. It could be even a chocolate that he wants. But then if the person is working and then he has a daily or a regular income, every basic thing that the person requires to make life luxury, he will be able to do it. So the basic thing, the basic support that each and everyone should try give to his colleagues is employment, business, work. When you do that, the person will be able to earn money by himself. And by so doing, he can attend to his personal needs. So this is one of the basic things. If I have my way, I want to help people. But it's rather unfortunate in our part of this world, or in our parts here in Ghana, let me put it this way. You want to help people by providing them jobs, by giving them some capital to operate. They will come for the money. They will not return the money. But if they are to be sincere, they get the money for whatever business plan they have, and then they go and then return the money you borrow to them. You borrow to them probably maybe without interest. If they bring that money, you could use that same money to give as help to others. But unfortunately, I don't know that of Pakistan or other parts of the world. But in our parts here, we've tried giving that kind of support. But when the money goes, then they go and lock up. It doesn't come again. So sometimes it makes it very difficult to keep giving to society as your heart's desire. Because at a point in our business line, when somebody comes with a business plan, we think it is doable. We think it is workable. We look at it and help. That is what we wanted to give to the society. But like I said, in doing all that, you just have to weigh the pros and cons. How doable it is. Is it going to put you in a difficult situation, or is it going to give a smile onto you? So it depends. Like I said, everybody has his personal needs, but the very best thing is to give them work, business, jobs, so that they could attend to their personal needs.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you for your time. Thank you for giving the very positive thing to world, to human, to society. That's amazing. I'm really impressed with you, and I'm become a fan of you because that's amazing. Your thoughts, your thinking ability, your experience, and your heart is very beautiful. You have a golden heart. I'm very impressed. And I'm thanks to the social media, just connect the very beautiful heart people who just living in Ghana and I'm living from Pakistan. The social media is connecting us together and I'm just meet a very, very intelligent and a very noble person from the world. So I'm very thankful to you. Jazakallah khair. I'm very glad to meet with you. Staying blessed. My best wishes are with you. Let's grow like a star. Let's shine like a star. Let's spread knowledge like the sun. I'm really impressed with you. Take care. Have a good day.
Thank you. Good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching this very informative, very beautiful, and very impressed session with Charles. Charles from Ghana. He is an entrepreneur. He's a social activist. He is a very amazing man. So if you like this video, please share this video in different group and connect with this amazing person. He will teach you, he will guide you, he will support you, what you can exchange your ideas and how you can learn from international relationships. Take care, have a good day, bye.